And you had such a powerful testimony with what you said with the 74-year-old. You also went into some statements that might conflict with a lot of what's out there. You're saying that all illnesses can be cured. I said something else. I said all.
All.
And also you said that Jamaica needs to get on par with the rest of the world, which is kind of bad, right? Because we have our African traditions. We always know about some of these natural medicines,
Mhm.
and some of the natural remedies, right? As you said, the herbalist remedies that you have there. Is it that we've taken it for granted for so long? Why is Jamaica not on top of this? Why aren't we leading in natural medicine?
We allow other parts of the globe to take on researching even of some of the herbs that are indigenous to Jamaica. For instance, Guinea hen weed is one of the more prominent herbs. And Dr. Henry Lowe has led the charge and done some studies in that. And the findings are not, it's nothing being made public in a profound way where you can see a JIS program on television talking about these things on a regular basis, right? So our people can be more educated about the benefits of herbs. And that is one of the reasons I don't want to go into specifics about the health benefits of the therapeutic benefits of most of the herbs that we have here. Because we don't want people to go and misuse them.
Mm-hmm.
Portion is very important. How often to take a product is also important. So we can advise people about stuff and they don't get the full advice and they go and harm themselves. What I'd also want to talk about is how our people now need to be more aware of the ways how they can take care of themselves. You if in curing diseases, say for instance cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, the root of the curing is in your diet.
Mm-hmm.
So we get sick most of the times of our own doing. Too much starch in the system and too much fat in the system, too much oil in the system. Too much of any one thing is going to be bad for you. Too much ice cream is not good for you. And the root of curing all of this is your diet. How often do you get a cleanse? We have cleansing programs here that anybody who comes to our clinic with cancer, we start them off on a cleansing program. And we have specific herbs to cleanse the body.
We hear the term cleanse a lot, but some people don't know what a cleanse is.
Sure.
Can you give a general definition of it?
Good question. Cleanse of the body, cleansing the body. You focus on a number of areas that you cleanse. The mucous membranes of the body is critical, right? So when we eat food, it generates amount of mucus. Apart from the apart from this the nutrients that comes from a particular meal, there's also fat, protein, starch, and all these things gonna come from the particular meal. Now the body has to deal with all of that. So imagine you eat some Kentucky Fried Chicken now, or for that matter, fries and chips and chicken, anywhere you get it from. That one meal is thousands of calories in your body. No, this take a small God-given body, and the liver is in charge of most of that to send out all of that waste out into the gallbladder, the liver duct. And because we don't drink water, we don't drink enough water, what do you think gonna happen? And it is the best cleanser that we have, water. We should be drinking upwards of at least 12 bottles of water, 12 500 milliliter bottles of water on a daily basis to help keep our system clean. Cleanse the liver, cleanse the kidneys. So apart from the mucous membranes, the colon as a critical organ, needs regular cleaning. The liver needs regular cleansing. I would say you need to cleanse the liver like on a monthly basis, because the liver interacts with over 60,000 chemicals. That is including what you put into your body and the hormones that your body produce on a daily basis. For instance, you're going through stress and your body releasing some stress hormone like cortisol, adrenaline, and all of that. Those things that interact with your liver and other organs, the kidneys and other organs in the body. So the regular cleansing, and you can cleanse yourself at home, right? It's just that you need the information. Cucumber, lime, spinach. I do a juice cleanse. For some persons though, you would need like a herbal cleanse, and for that you would need to go to the herbalist to get the right kind of herb and the way to use that herb to cleanse your system. So all in all, cleansing is part of preventing diseases, gets pathogens from the body, harmful bacteria and so forth, right, viruses and things from the system. When you do your monthly cleansing of the colon, of the liver, and all these organs, you're preventing diseases and you're preventing serious kind of ailments from coming onto your system.
You answer so many of my questions by just talking.
Yes. Yes.
Like you can see that you're the expert. I would think.
I'm passionate about this work, and I know you have more questions. But the information for persons out there, that is most important.
Yeah.
And you're giving them this information, right? It's like giving them a lease on life as to how to take care of themselves. I think we would want to end an interview like this without helping some persons watching in terms of the breakfast, lunch, or dinner, if you may, and supper. You don't necessarily need 3 cooked meals for the day. Please, you do not need 3 cooked meals for the day. You need to get at least 1 raw meal for the day. Out of your 3 meals, 1 raw meal for the day. Start off the day with a very heavy breakfast. So I would say you get some froggy bananas, and you get some sweet potatoes, and you get your choice, either vegetables, and you want to go like some sardines, and you want to go some fish. So I don't advocate the eating of meat unless it is organically grown.
Yeah.
I don't advocate that you eat meat as a whole. So if you can grow your common chicken in the backyard and give them organically grown corn, then you can eat your chicken. Animal protein on a whole, yes, don't recommend that. I don't recommend animal protein. What I do recommend is strict plant-based diet. That includes peas and beans and nuts and vegetables, and you can't go wrong.
What about the ackee? We love the ackee.
Yeah, okay. Be a part of your plant-based diet, you know. Yeah, and it has healthy fats. So don't think that ackee is bad. It's too much of it. Too much of any good thing can go to turn bad.
Okay.
So you don't have to eat ackee 2 times for the day. 1 time for the day is good. And 3 times for the week might be okay.
Can you give an example of a raw food that they could eat or include?
A raw food diet, if you so wish, is like 1 cucumber, 4 leaves of lettuce, and you have some spinach, and then now you're going to have like your baby corn, baby carrot. You would steam those, and you would steam your Brussels sprout, and a raw food meal I'm suggesting now. So you would have a range of raw cashew and raw macadamia nuts and that for your a raw food. So you get some amount of protein from your nuts, right? And along with that, to complete it, a serving of black beans. Just imagine how healthy that is.
Yeah, sounds healthy.
Really, I tell you that immediately you eat that, it starts cleansing your system. Anywhere the mucus is, it starts to loosen it up. Right? So you have sinusitis, all of that bulk of mucus start to come out from around your sinuses. Come out of your nostril, come down through your throat. Because you're eating food that cleanses the body. You're eating a meal that doesn't stick in the body. You're cleansing the body. And several other options of raw food, because we have numerous amount of vegetables, right? And fruits. Eat up your apples. Eat up your avocado. That's what we call pear in Jamaica, right? Eat up mangoes, yes. Eat up your plantain. You don't need to fry your plantain. And that is one of the things that we need people to know. You get your ripe bananas, right? And you get all your natural juices. Every fruit you can think of can make a juice. Sure. Every one of them. The berries can make a juice. Carrot can make a juice. And please do not add any sweetener to your juice.
Tell them again.
You don't need that. Why would you need to put sweetener to carrot? It's already sweetened already. And matter of fact, you don't need to add salt when you're cooking your ground provision to your pot. They are originally created with sodium.
Salt and sugar are essential. You're saying they don't need it for
Those two things are the worst thing that you could ever buy to put into your meals. Mark you have some persons who are low blood count and so forth, right? Low blood pressure and so forth, and they would need to incorporate some extra sodium into the diet. And so it's only on that level now that we would recommend that persons would take certain types of alcohol and use a little bit more salt in your diet to kind of bring up the blood pressure.
So I have two questions based on what you're saying.
Sure.
One, some people find it hard to just make a switch like that, and that's why they might fail. They're switching from regular diet to natural raw food, vegan diet.
Sure.
And they don't know about, to them it don't taste good. One. Two, them think it's expensive. So the question is, for people who say it's expensive, it's tasteless, and also they don't have it, what's your response to that?
It is not tasteless. Your taste bud, you might be cultured or coached into a taste bud that's not conducive to that. So you gradually get used to your raw vegetables. And by the way, one of the best ways to prepare raw vegetables is to have fruits cut up in your raw vegetables.
Yeah.
So you slice up your cucumbers, you slice up your lettuce, and you slice up your pak choy in it. And you have this whole bundle of greens. But then dice up an apple in it, dice up a couple pieces of pineapple in it, and you get that undertaste. So it don't taste that bad. But the bitter the vegetable is it better for you? I'm going to tell you, the bitter or the taste, the more taste bad the vegetable, you want to say that? The vegetable is, it is the better it is for you. Taste bad enough and taste like a bitter, you can get some lettuce and you wonder, say, oh, it tastes a bitter one. That is the better one.
Because it's more organic?
Not necessarily. It's probably the better soil. Okay. It's grown on. Sometimes the soil is worn out and, the lettuce are fresh. Especially iceberg lettuce are fresh. Better kind of lettuce is the romaine lettuce. So it's not taste less, it's not taste bad, and it is not expensive. What you need to do now is to slowly get into vegetables. Steamed vegetables, start adding like a saltfish and so to your vegetables and acquire the taste and get to love it. And then now you can move now to put no saltfish in it, no other backup in it. And then now you find out that you start getting the taste. As a matter of fact, your green juice is the best thing for you in the morning. Do not leave your home in the morning without taking a green juice.
What do you recommend for green?
And a green juice is simple. A couple slices of a cucumber, 2 leaves of lettuce, 1 leaf of pop choy, and some spinach, and you blend that out in a blender that can get it liquid. Yeah man, you paperize everything to a liquid, smooth liquid, and you drink that.
So
Right?
you're saying is how we prepare it. We should add fruits with vegetables, take a little time, step by step.
Sure.
Wean yourself off. Have a green juice in the morning.
Exactly.
And also do it because it's the best thing to do.
It's the best thing to do. You don't have to be sick to do these things. You know? It's a lifestyle of prevention I am trying to promote here. Prevention better than cure. I have seen a lot of persons come into my office here now with cancer and a number of other illnesses. And it is expensive when you're trying to cure it. And it's much cheaper to try and prevent it. That is what I've been practicing over many years. And I want to give credit in this interview to the late Dr. Anthony Vendries, whom I learned a lot from. And I think he contributed a lot to me being what I am today in this work. I remember when I was working in the media, interviewed Dr. Vendries on a number of occasions on his work. And just a remarkable story, the life that Dr. Vendries led and how many persons he has been able to help to adapt to a healthier lifestyle in Jamaica. We have vegetables, we have natural foods, we have natural herbs. I mean, I say that my office here, we stand ready to help anybody to reverse cancer, to reverse HIV, to cure any illnesses that you have. We stand ready to help you with that. Make no apologies for saying that. We have done it already and we continue to do it.
Okay. So it's not expensive, guys. We need to change the narrative in our heads as it relates to eating better because we're eating to live.
Sure.
Right? So another things are coming out in this natural medicine herb stage. A lot of people are jumping onto the vegan train and so forth.
True.
Some tools are coming out like an air fryer for once.
Sure.
Or a dehydrator.
Sure.
I think that's one of the things. What do you think about those tools?
Okay, so all of those things have negative side effects. They make life a little easier for us in terms of meal preparation, but most of those things, I don't particularly use them. But what I would say to persons out there, you're try and make healthy choices when you buy equipment, when you buy kitchen things to use in your kitchen, whatever it is. Try and look for things that would help in your wellness rather than harm you. For me, my kitchen would have lots of blenders. You have an oven, of course, preferably an electric oven, not a gas oven. A blender is my thing, because any kind of juice, I'm going to make that.
So you have like a Nutri blender.
So I have a lot. Some simple blenders that can give you a nice blended juice. Because one of the things I practice is not to go out and to buy these things. We make these juice and things from scratch.